What's up everybody, John here from PhillyComputerspot.com. Today I'm going to be bringing you a how-to video on how to upgrade your Mac Mini to more memory. I have two 8 gig sticks here which will make this Mac Mini have 16 gigs. It's the newest model, the late 2012, the i5 Ivory Bridge processor. You don't need to upgrade the memory. I had this for about 2 weeks now and it runs smooth, have no problems. But I do a lot of photo editing and my videos online for other things, so the 16 gigs are going to give me more space to work through different applications without any lag. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into this video. First thing you're going to do is you're going to want to unplug the power cord. Alright, now I have a towel here just because I don't want to ding this up or anything like that. I leave everything else plugged in because it's really not going to hurt it because there's no power going to it. So just flip it here on its back. Alright, you have this black piece here covering it. You're just going to want to turn this. It's a little tight, so you're going to put some muscle into it. Then you have to pop this up. Alright, so you're just going to give it the little turn like I said. The little circle here, whatever you want to call it, will line up with the little circle that has a hollow middle. Just get something real thin. I have a nail file here. Just going to push in the side and this pops right up. Easy. Undo it. We'll put that away. Alright, now if you look right there, you see the RAM. Alright, it's in on its side. There's these two little silver prongs right here. One on this side, one on this side. What you want to do is, you're going to want to go ahead and just pop them out to the side. That'll pop up just like that. Simple. Go ahead, just wiggle it out. I like to grab both sides like this and pull. This way it's a firm grip and you don't have to worry about it breaking. On the one on the bottom, same thing. Two little metal prongs. You're going to want to go ahead and pop them out. It pops right up. Do the same thing. Just get on both sides and pull out. Comes out like so. Alright, now that we got the old memory out, which was 4 gigs by the way. They were 2 gigs a piece. And like I said, you don't need to upgrade. I had no problems whatsoever. It's just that I like running more programs than once. I can't get that to focus, but it's 2 gigs. And it's a shame because I got my new Canon SX500 IS camera, which you can see the video. I have a video up on a review. You would think that'd focus in real nice. But hey, things are going to happen. They're going to happen live. So, alright, I got the RAM out of its package. And let's see if we can get this to focus in here. These are 8 gigs a piece, which will give me a total of 16. Alright, so you're just going to want to do the same process in reverse. You're going to want to slide this in here. And you want to be careful, but I mean, it's just going to, you're not going to hurt nothing. These are pretty sturdy. So like I said, both sides, give it a little push. You'll hear it click in. Once it clicks in, just go ahead and push that down. Alright, we have the second one here. And these are both from Crucial. I think I paid $160 for 16 gigs, which isn't bad. Especially because I got this Mac Mini at a sweet deal. It was used from somebody who bought it in August, so it's only a couple months old. They needed the money. I wanted the Mac Mini. Worked out perfect. I still have a year, like a couple, 9 months left on a limited insurance, so you can't beat that. Same thing with this one. You'll find there's actually little grooves here. If you could see, there's little grooves in the plastic under this metal clip. So once you get it in there, it glides in pretty smooth. This one just doesn't want to go in with me. Alright, so once that's in like that, try to push evenly. There we go. That's in. Push down. Alright, so we got the memory in. Let's zoom out here, button her up. What we'll do is, we'll get the back of it. Alright, make sure the little circle, if you could see that, lines up on the bottom here. You want to line it up with the hollow circle. Alright, and then you're going to turn it so it locks. Well, it doesn't lock. This isn't as easy as it looks. It's a nice tight fit. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead, we'll flip this back over. Alright, take your power cord, plug that back in. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fire her up, and let's see, make sure the RAM's installed right. Alright, so as you can see, I have her all buttoned away under the monitor deck. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead, the power button's on the back. Let's fire her up. I don't know if we'll notice any speed right off the bat. We should once we're in programs and you're switching from other programs. Like if you open iPhoto and you have 1,000 of pictures that have to load, they should load faster. If you go into iTunes and you start a song, and pause it, that little second that it takes to play that song, since it's fresh in the memory and you have so much room now with the 16 gigs, there shouldn't be much lag time on that. As far as the speed for performance and startup, it might help it a little bit because instead of having 4 lanes per se, we have 16 lanes now. But really for that to be faster, you would have to update your hard drive, maybe go to a SSD, and you would have to also update your processor, which just has the i5, which is quad core. You can get the i7, but for the Mac Mini, there's really no reason for that. I can see my MacBook Pro, maybe even my iMac, but for the Mac Mini, for what I do, I listen to music, surf the web, I do some website editing, iPhoto, iMovies, so really no need for all that. So what you want to do to check this out is, you want to go over to the Apple symbol. Just give her a minute to load up, maybe because it's the first load with this RAM in it. Okay, yeah, see, it's trying to push all these updates all at once it starts. Apple should really put some kind of code in there where when you first start the Mac Mini up, it takes a second, a breather before it just starts loading all your notifications and everything at once. There should be like, a time, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so go to Apple, hit About This Mac, hit More Info. Alright, so far I'm not noticing any speed or anything like that. You see right there it says 16 gigs of 1600 DDR3. Just go to the memory, bam, it shows there, if you can see it. Let me adjust this camera. I was going to use screen recording program, but I wanted you guys to see this live. I have the camera out so you can see 8 gigs, 8 gigs. Perfect. That means it's incorrectly, it's working. We did it right. So it's a real easy process. There's really nothing hard about it. Let's open up iTunes. I'm going to try to do something that'll make this show that it's faster, because right now I'm really not seeing any speed increase. But like I say, you really wouldn't. The memory's just so you could switch back and forth. If you do videos, you know that sometimes it'll lag when you're uploading images in the iMovie. It should take away from that. Let's see, let's just open up a bunch of stuff. Like I said, the memory's fresh and new, so there's really nothing on it that the computer's pulling from right now. I'm opening everything as if it's the first time. But after we open it for the first time and it's stored to the memory, when we go back to it, it should open a lot faster. Alright, so really nothing. What I want to do is I'm going to open a couple things. We're going to close them out, and then we'll go ahead and reopen them, see if they open any faster. Alright, so I have everything closed. Let's close iTunes now. Alright, so even though they're closed, they should be on the memory, so let's go ahead and open it up, and you tell me if you notice any speed difference. I loaded pretty fast. Let's do iTunes. That loaded super fast. App Store. That loaded the same amount of time. It just took a little while for the downloaded stuff to load. And I'm running pretty fast on 50 megabytes down. So yeah, I noticed a little bit of increase now that everything is in the memory. Chrome updated, opened right up. Let's try it again. Everything's closed. Clicking on Chrome. Popped right up. iTunes. Right up. App Store. Right up. Now that they're fresh in the memory, you see that they're loading pretty fast. That's 3 programs. You can continue to load programs. Now with the 16 gigs, you have more room for the software to travel in their own lane. So I hope this video showed you how to update your RAM, and now when you update your RAM, you'll be able to do it smoothly. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great day.